Hey everyone, today I'm going to address a problem that I'm having getting dressed, and I think a lot of you are feeling it as well. And that is, you want to dress like it's fall, but the temperature outside is telling you, oh no, it is still summer. So I have 5 outfit ideas that I want to share with you, things I've actually worn in real life, left the house and lived life in them, that I have been wearing in the last few weeks that can give you those fall autumnal vibes while acknowledging that it is still in some places close to 100 degrees outside. If you are struggling with this transition period, hopefully you have found a place to land. A few things before we get to the outfits. First, I am sharing you what I am wearing in real life. All 5 of these outfits have been seen out in the wild, so I will provide the exact product links if you want to duplicate these yourselves exactly. However, do not feel you need to run out and buy any of these items. These outfits are here to serve as inspiration. Look into your own closet, see what you have that is similar or that sparks an idea. I will also provide links to the higher price point items that are a little more budget friendly. I'm aware that we have a wide variety of people here with all kinds of budgets and tastes. I love that. We can celebrate all of our differences here in one place. And speaking of the links, there are a couple places to find the information if you do want to shop or just learn more about something. The text underneath my head, we like to call the description box. You can expand that to see the text. I also copy all of that information, all the links, everything, and pin it as the very first comment in the comment section. And if any of these pieces are on the YouTube shopping platform, just click the icon. I believe it's maybe over here. Looks like a little shopping bag, and you can see them there as well. And I need to add this because it's important and it is not said enough. Yes, of course, I'm extremely grateful when you choose to use my links to purchase something. I make a commission from that, and I am extremely grateful for the trust that you have given to me by using your wallet to vote, so to speak. But there are so many other ways you can support this channel. Just being here, watching the video is pretty big. That's the biggest one right there. Clicking the subscribe button is another great way. Clicking that thumbs up button, YouTube algorithm likes that for some reason, and they really love it when you share it with a friend. So those are all ways that are free that you can support this channel and any YouTuber that you enjoy. All right, enough chit chat. Let's get to the outfits. So outfit number 1 is pretty much my fall, winter, and spring uniform, which is a basic tee, a pair of jeans, and then we can dress it up a little bit or dress it down. So in this case, I'm going for more of a business casual look. Little backstory behind this. This is the outfit that I wore recently when I was invited to technically to meet with YouTube executives, but at a Google campus. And it was very much business casual. I was still one of the dressier people there. They're very casual, those YouTubers and Googlers. But regardless of where you are going in this, I think all of us can find a place to wear a basic tee, a good pair of jeans that works with a variety of heel heights, and then that extra third layer. In this case, it's a blazer. And I purchased this blazer 40% off. Full price, it is very, very expensive. On sale, it is expensive. And I found it on sale again. So I will link to this exact one, but I did find a few other much more budget-friendly options if you like this general look. But I emphasized this during my fall capsule wardrobe video as well. A good white tee that is a little bit more of a drapey fluid fabric can work in a variety of outfits. A good go-to pair of jeans that you feel good in and that work with a variety of tops and shoes. And then you can just play around with it here. I don't mean to go back to that fall capsule wardrobe, but a good blazer, a good white tee, a go-to pair of jeans, and a trendy item that I think is going to be a staple for a while is a pair of suede sneakers. You are set, and you can tweak the silhouette of the jeans, the neckline of the tee, the color and style of the blazer to fit your personal taste and where you live. For outfit number 2, we're going to swap out the jeans for something that's even more warm weather friendly, and it's a good pair of some sort of cotton blend trouser. Either it's 100% cotton. In this case, it's a blend. It's cotton, linen, and viscose blend. And I know some of you seasonal purists are saying, no linen after Labor Day. Trust me, you would not in a million years upon touching these pants think there is linen in it. It just feels like a nice cotton poplin fabric that's super smooth, super soft, very lightweight, wrinkle resistant because of the viscose, lightweight because of the linen blend. It's a high-rise patch pocket pant that comes in a bunch of other solid colors and I think a few prints as well. I like the length. It's going to work with slides and flats, and then you can wear it with some sort of stacked heel or even a bootie if it starts getting cool. And then add a graphic tee. We often think of a graphic tee as something to wear with jeans, but if you want to, hate to say dress it up, who are we kidding? I am wearing a t-shirt, pants, and sneakers. But if you want that street style look, you don't always have to wear them with denim. Add it to a pair of pants, and it's great for now. It's a short sleeve tee. I'm sorry I can't link the tee. That is some swag I got when I hung out with the YouTubers, which I'm pretty excited about. But just grab your favorite graphic tee, whether it's a sports team that you're cheering on, your local high school, your company that you work for, a band, whatever. Everyone's got a graphic tee. You want a cool way to wear it, just throw in maybe an unexpected pant silhouette here, the high patch pocket, and then I kind of balanced it all out between the very casual t-shirt on the top, and then I brought the sneakers back in on the bottom. Full disclosure, I am recovering, almost fully recovered, from a calf tear, so you're gonna see me personally in sneakers a lot because that's what I've had to wear for the past month or so, but it is also a nice way to bring in a fall style trend, the low profile sneaker, the graphic tee, the lightweight pants. You're good for now. If it starts to get cooler, that extra layer, whether it's a blazer, I wouldn't recommend that tweed blazer, maybe a solid color blazer or a utility jacket or a bomber jacket, and you are good for fall. Outfit number 3, let's do date night. Or not. I mean, I'm giving you where I wore these pieces. That doesn't mean that that's where you're going, but we did recently go to our local comedy club and I wanted to dress up like just a little bit. So I went with a slightly longer length jean, different silhouette from the first one. If you want to be trendy, the slight flare is very big right now, very wearable, very comfortable. How does that differ from bell bottoms, by the way? A bunch of you watching remember bell bottoms and were asking me, how is this any different? The bell bottom is pretty much like a giant exaggerated flare that usually starts a little higher up on the leg. These current almost micro flare jeans are just a gentle, not quite a boot cut. Boot cut is more of a straight leg silhouette. This style I think is your perfect hybrid between the good old-fashioned skinny jean and the flare, a little bit tighter along the leg line, and then just a gentle little micro flare there at the bottom. To keep it seasonal, I went with a silk camisole, and I adjusted the strap so that it's a little higher up on me. If you wanted to go all in date night, just make the straps longer so that the neckline dips lower. And then because in a nod to, one, the temperatures do drop a little bit at night here, and we're going indoors and there's gonna be AC, I did bring along a matching cashmere sweater. I used it as an accessory and essentially tied it around my neck for the picture. Honestly, during the actual comedian's performance, it was freezing in there and I just kind of wrapped it around me like a shawl. Should have just put it on towards the end of the set, but it's a great way if you're not entirely sure where the weather's going. Layer on a monochromatic, either a cardigan or a sweater, and then you are set no matter what the weather. This sunny yellow combo is currently not available. That was a summer release, but the good news is they have released this cami and this sweater in a bunch of new colors for fall. I just ordered the sweater in this beautiful sort of powdery steel blue. Cannot wait to show you that. But the key here is that you're acknowledging that it is still technically summer because you're wearing essentially, okay, well, you're wearing a camisole. I mean, it's lightweight. You can't get much lighter weight than that, but we are going to make it fall appropriate by adding that extra layer and maybe swapping out these colors to something more fallish, like a hunter green or a burgundy or some earth tones. And speaking of earth tones or autumnal tones, I have used this joke so many times in the 15 years I've been making YouTube videos that here in South Texas, or specifically South Central Texas, I'm in San Antonio, we have our spring colored tank tops, we have our summer colored tank tops, and we have our fall colored tank tops. So if you want it to feel like fall, but it's not quite there yet where you are, just wear the fall or autumnal tones. And another big trend, I say that, but is it a trend if it's just something that's always been? I don't know, but they're calling it a trend. The monochromatic look. I did it here, just wearing more earth tones, more autumnal tones, but the t-shirt and the pants are both made from modal fabric, so they are super lightweight, very cool, very drapey. I have this t-shirt in numerous colors. I like a little looser fit, so I sized up one. I would generally recommend that you do the same in the sizing if you wanted to order this specific t-shirt. And then the pants, love these pants. I've worn them for physical therapy. I've worn them dressed up to go out. In this outfit, I was going for physical therapy and an eye doctor's appointment. You can easily dress them up. They're great for travel. They have more of a straight wide leg, mini wide. I mean, they're not the huge like palazzo pants wide legs, but they're a straighter, wider leg. They come in so many colors. I also have them in navy. They have pockets. And what's amazing about these particular pants, I know it's not about the specific product, but I just want to stress these pants. They come in 3 inseam lengths, 27 inch, inch, 29 inch, and 31 inch. I'm wearing the 29 inch. So if I have some taller people watching or some more petite ladies, there is a length for you. I love these. But what I love especially is that I can wear these in the heat of summer and they are still cool enough. I know I can also wear them once the temperatures drop a little bit. I would probably add a layer or a longer sleeve once it gets a little bit cooler. And then I even brought the earth tones into my sneakers. Yes, I did. I will be honest, when I bought these sneakers, I was thinking more about hiking in them and that they wouldn't show the dust and the dirt, but they have come in handy since I've been wearing sneakers almost every day in August and into September now. And they look great with the fall stuff too. Keeping all things real, same outfit, everything down to the accessories and the shoes, exactly the same. I just recycled everything for a second outfit. I swapped out the t-shirt for this V-neck beach sweater. This sweater, I'm sad to say, is almost fully sold out, but I just want you to get an idea of how you can still wear a sweater in the summer, early fall. You just have to look obviously at sleeve length and the material, in this case cotton, looser knit or looser weave, so it's a little more airflow. I will link to this exact sweater if you want to see what's left. I will also link to one I picked up from Kohl's recently that is more of a cap short sleeve, but a similar open weave, similar colors that I've been loving wearing this time of year. And I also want to link to the long sleeve version of this sweater. Comes in so many colors and it's a great third layer because it's that looser woven cotton. Great to drape over your shoulders this time of year or wear it over something once it does cool down. And then this last outfit is another one that I've been wearing out and about, and both of these pieces I've been wearing with lots of other combinations, which is why I think they're both great for transitioning into fall, but still acknowledging that it's still very, very warm out. That's because it is sleeveless, and I like to think that darker tones like black sneakers, that kind of thing just goes more into the fall autumnal weather. This works great for right now. You've seen this striped vest a million times. If you don't like the apricot black striping, it does come in, it's from Amazon, so use your imagination. I don't know, a dozen or more color combinations. These black pants I bought earlier in the spring. They are back. They also come in maroon now if you want to lean into that maroon burgundy trend that's big. There is probably a striped vest combo that works with that as well. Great for now. And then as we segue into the cooler temps, you can layer this over a t-shirt or a long sleeve tee, over a collared blouse, lots of different options. I do want to point out 99% of the time, I prefer not to wear black shoes. I like to wear like a nude beige tone shoe or a brown shoe with black, but especially when I'm wearing black pants that come all the way to the top of my foot, I do like to bring in the black shoes so that it just doesn't just cut the eye right there. And again, black suede shoes, do they have to be these exact ones? No, they do not, but let this serve as an inspiration if you're looking for a way to bring in a different kind of shoe into your wardrobe. The suede sneaker is not going anywhere, and I recommend grabbing them in a few different colors. Bonus outfit, I'm gonna include what I am wearing right now. I am actually filming this over Labor Day weekend, and we went for a late lunch with our younger son. It's a nicer lunch, so I wanted to dress up a little bit. So I am wearing this dress, and it is, I feel like a little spring summery still. This does come in quite a few other prints, patterns, and colors, so there are options that feel more autumnal to me. As I'm filming this, it's not quite Labor Day, so I'm trying to sneak in the summer stuff as long as I can. I just added some statement pieces. This necklace you've seen before. I finally got the matching bracelet, which surprisingly has not been banging into anything. I thought it would, and then because this is a big statement and this has a lot going on, I just went with some simple hoops that are in the same gold color family there. So if you're interested in the links to all of this and the makeup that's going on here, just scroll on down to the bottom of the description box or at the bottom of that first comment. Everything will be listed there. Well, my friends, I hope I've helped you at least figure out some ways to pretend like we can enjoy cooler fall weather while still dressing appropriately for the weather that we have to live through for a few more weeks, maybe months, depending on where you are. Let me know what other outfit issues or problems you want me to address. I will do my best to give you the best opinion that I can offer. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.